This is the story of a nation's fall. A story of how a vibrant, promising country was brought to its knees, caught between a state that was failing its people and a shadow power operating right within its own borders. We're going to explore this tragic and deeply complex situation.
You know, it's hard to even imagine now, but not that long ago, Lebanon was seen as a beacon of prosperity. It was a financial hub, a cultural crossroads where the mountains met the Mediterranean Sea. It was a place of glamour, of stability, in a really turbulent part of the world. And now, that memory feels like a ghost, haunting what's left of the present.
Since 2019, the Lebanese pound has lost more than 98% of its value. Now that number, it's so much more than just an economic statistic. Its life savings just wiped out. Its supermarkets becoming luxury stores that nobody can afford. It is the very foundation of a society disintegrating.
I mean, the collapse was just breathtakingly fast, but its causes, they run deep. This wasn't a natural disaster. No, this was a perfect storm of decay from the inside and intense pressure from the outside. It's a story we really need to understand. To really get what's happening today, we have to look to the past. The seeds of Lebanon's destruction, well, they were planted decades ago, inside the very systems that were supposed to hold the country together.
Let's be clear, this economic meltdown was a man-made disaster. We're talking about years of staggering corruption, financial policies that were completely unsustainable, and just blatant mismanagement by the political elite. It was a house of cards, and when it finally fell, it crushed the lives of ordinary people. At the very heart of this political paralysis is Lebanon's power-sharing system. See, it was created to try and keep the peace between all its different religious communities. But instead, it ended up fostering division and total gridlock. It created a system where leaders served their own sects, not the country, entrenching corruption and making any real reform impossible.
And into this vacuum, this void left by a weak and divided state, stepped a powerful force, one with its own agenda, its own army, and its own foreign allegiances, Hezbollah. It is so crucial to understand this. Hezbollah isn't just another political party. It's a formidable military power. Yes, it represents the Shia community, but it also acts as an armed, non-state actor, a force that is, in many ways, more powerful than the Lebanese army itself. And this right here, it just perfectly illustrates the central conflict. On one side, you have the official Lebanese state, with its national army and its stated policy of being neutral. And on the other side, you have Hezbollah, with its superior military, its deep control over parts of the country, and its unwavering loyalty to a foreign power. This quote really gets to the core of the problem. Hezbollah's main allegiance isn't to Beirut, it's to Tehran. It acts as Iran's primary proxy, and that drags Lebanon into regional conflicts that serve Iranian interests, often at a catastrophic cost to the Lebanese people themselves. So this dual loyalty, it doesn't just paralyze Lebanon from within. It places the entire nation in a position of extreme danger from the outside. Because of Hezbollah's ongoing conflict with Israel, the entire nation of Lebanon lives under this perpetual threat. Israel doesn't really distinguish between Hezbollah and the Lebanese state. That means any action by the group could trigger a devastating war that would consume the whole country. And on top of that, Hezbollah's designation as a terrorist organization by many Western and Gulf countries has had catastrophic consequences. It isolates Lebanon, choking off the international financial aid and the investment that it so desperately needs to even begin to recover. The nation is essentially punished for the actions of a group it cannot control. So all of this forces us to ask a really fundamental question. Has the Lebanese state lost its sovereignty? Has it become little more than a shield for a foreign power's ambitions? A battlefield for conflicts that aren't even its own?
The path forward, it's treacherous. The future of Lebanon is hanging by a thread, and there are no easy answers. Just a series of stark, incredibly difficult choices ahead.
As many see it, Lebanon faces three potential futures. The first is a difficult, uphill path toward reclaiming its sovereignty, which would mean disarming Hezbollah and putting deep reforms in place. The second is just continuing the current status quo, a slow-motion collapse as a proxy state. And the third is the abyss, complete state failure and national disintegration.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this. Can any nation truly call itself a nation when its monopoly on force, on violence, is challenged from within? This is the unresolved question at the very heart of Lebanon's tragedy, and its answer will determine the fate of millions.
At Geotectonics, our mission is to uncover these profound tectonic shifts, offering clarity in a world of complexity. If this analysis deepened your understanding, please like this video to support our work, share it with others who seek real insight, and subscribe to Geotectonics to ensure you never miss our next deep dive. We'll continue to explore the crucial geopolitical movements that define our time. Thank you for joining us.